Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Dixon here with episode 113 of MLM Monday. Super excited to connect with each and every single one of you. If you're here in the U.S., happy Columbus Day, or Founders Day, or Native Persons Day, all our politically correct holidays here. To each of you, looking forward to this topic today. Books that change what's possible in direct sales and network marketing. Whether you're running a team or whether you're a direct selling owner inside of the space, you want to understand the possibility of changing what's possible in people's brain for themselves, changing what's possible in their potential, what's possible and what they can achieve. Because if someone doesn't know that it's even in the realm of possibility for them to do something, they will always do nothing, right? If we didn't know that we could go to, the first time we went to the moon and actually put together astronauts and went to the moon, we didn't know if it was possible. But after that, we knew it was possible, so it happened again and again and again and again. People didn't know if it was possible to have a 5-minute mile, and then the first guy had a 5-minute mile running, and then a 4-minute mile and a 4-minute mile running. And now kids do that in high school. And so there's all this powerful information and examples. We can go back and forth to understand that if you're leading a tribe of people, you want to take a look at tools that you can use to help them understand what's possible for themselves. If you're joining us live, go ahead and comment below watching live. Say hello, say hi, all of where you're watching from. It's always awesome to get to connect with you and where you guys are watching from. If you are watching on recording or replay, feel free to message in below watching on replay so that you can connect and see that there as well. So really excited to connect with you guys today. Want to walk through some of the books that change what's possible for people. And I grabbed just one today to feature. This is something I'm going to come back to again and again on our show, featuring different ones. I could start with a whole bunch. But the one for me, when I first got started, that I wanted to share today was a book by a man named Robert Kiyosaki that was Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't read this before, go read it. If you've already read it before and you love it, give some love to the video, hearts and all that stuff, and give it up and take. Robert has a brilliant mind to put this together. Rich Dad, Poor Dad basically breaks down to the idea that there is multiple ways to do things. And for Robert, he tells a story as a child of his poor dad, which was his own father who worked a traditional path with a traditional job, and what was possible for his family through that. And then his rich dad, this person who had less traditional education but owned a series of businesses, and because of those businesses creating value in the marketplace, was able to achieve great wealth. And he walks through all sorts of little lessons about the way to look at the world, right? And the way to look at the world from the perspective from his poor dad and the opportunities that he saw for himself, and the way to look at his world through the eyes of his rich dad and the opportunities he saw for himself. And what I love about this book is it invites us in a very simple way to think differently. It invites us to think about what things in our lives truly are assets and our liabilities, and really understand our real income and expenses. There's this whole group of people online and in social media that are all about saving money, right, and saving their way to wealth. And you can save money in your life and be frugal, and there's honorable things you can do there to get your goals. But for many people, it's not always a money saving problem. It's also an income problem, right, to earn more income in their lives. So a lot of our clients who provide home-based businesses to people, and if you're leading a team of folks where you're training and leading a tribe of folks who are selling products or services in a home-based business, the message for you a lot of times is, you should practice good stewardship of your resources. If you to get your goals, you may have to cut back on certain spending in your life, but you can't possibly ever save your way to wealth. You can only earn more in that space. So what are you doing in your life to be able to actually earn more? And Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a really great conversation, and it's a really short, quick read. I mean, gosh, you can blow through this It's under 200 pages, and it's huge print. It's amazing, and you can blow through this in literally in 2 hours. Right? It is not a long read. It's one of those books that's really hard to put down once you start reading. The stories are just so rich in here, and it's one of those things I just encourage you that if you haven't read it yet, to tap into to see if it's one of the books you can lead with for your team. Because as you build your direct sales business, whether you're the corporate folks at the top or whether you are on the team, you want to have a common language of how to get from where people are today to where they want to go and the transformation that's there. And a book can be a very helpful tool to do that. Other books that are very popular in the space that have helped companies do this in huge ways would be like Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. There's literally millions of people and groups all around social media and Facebook who have worked through Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, who have created amazing businesses. And I can talk about that one on another call. Or books like Stephen Covey's How to Win Friends and Influence People as a perspective of how to look at the world and how to look at yourself, to how you relate to others and how you grow as a person. But for today, I wanted to bring you Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you haven't tapped into this yet, go ahead and read this and see if this fits your culture of the way you want to lead your people and the way they expand their thinking. If you're not reading books right now, folks, you're missing out on lifetimes of other folks' knowledge and what's possible for you to grab a hold of. So I want to encourage you that if you don't currently have some sort of a tool like a book that you can use inside of your ecosystem to take people from where they are, and when they say, yeah, I'm ready for something new, and they jump into this adventure to collaborate with you, that they can plug in and their brain can be transformed. They can start to see what's possible for themselves through stories in the space. All right. I want to thank you all for hopping on today. I want to wish each and every single one of you an absolutely amazing week. We'll talk with you soon. Bye for now.